So today I want to talk about the big shift that happens once you understand these spiritual universal laws, law of attraction, law of assumption for sure, but how your self concept plays into everything. And that really we are the ones that are creating our external reality. When I understood this, I went through this huge mental shift. Now, it's been a process, and I think we're always growing and evolving in this way of thinking because it is a completely counterintuitive, radical way of thinking. Most of us live our lives looking at our outside world and reacting to what's happening out there. But when you understand that it is your consciousness and what you're perceiving and believing and assuming about yourself and the world around you that's creating those external circumstances, then you understand that you can shift at any moment, step into a new state, and really transform your external reality. And I wouldn't believe in it. And many of the other coaches that you see on this platform and many other platforms talking about it if we had not lived it. I've seen and lived the my own change, the own changes in my personal story and my personal life. And so I have many other people who now vouch for it and teach it in their own way, but essentially we understand it because it's changed our life and our perspective. Hi, everyone. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Patty. Welcome to Patty's World, and I talk everything manifestation, mindset, and a little bit of lifestyle. And so today I really just wanted to talk big picture and how really this new approach, this new radical way of thinking changed everything for me. So I grew up, really an insecure teenager and a young adult. I was a chronic people pleaser, always looking for approval and validation and that sense of love and self worth in people and situations outside of me, in relationships. Whatever I felt that I didn't get as a child, I was recreating and reliving in all my relationships as a teenager and a young adult until I stepped into law of attraction and understood that my mind was powerful, so powerful that I could call things and draw things into my life. Now, I understood law of attraction at a high level, but I really wasn't applying or implementing the techniques. And I know we don't want to call them techniques because it's just a different way of thinking, but the techniques or tools or approaches that we do. And then the more I understood, the more awareness I had, and slowly I began to see the shifts and changes in my life. I started understanding not to worry about the how, to focus on the end, that it's about beliefs and assumptions, that things that I truly believed myself played out in my external reality. And what I know now and what I believe now is that we are such powerful beings. We are limitless. And our mind and our consciousness has the power to create and align with anything in our world. It's what we believe in our imagination that will come to play and to pass in our external life. And the more I understand and the more I'm following some of the teachers and reading books and the different ways that people approached manifestation and law of attraction and law of assumption, it opens my mind even more. And I'm able to implement my own techniques and own styles of understanding. And right now I'm big into law of assumption and self-concept. And I'm going back over Neville's teachings. I listened to the audiobooks several years ago and I understood it again at a high level. But I feel I've grown and I'm rereading his books and I'm reaping new understandings and new levels of awareness. And things are just showing up in my life at an incredibly rapid pace. And here's what I will tell you. Here's the new awareness that I have. And we're always in process. So if you're new to this, it's okay. Keep going because you will understand more and get to know yourself more as you continue through this journey because it is a lifetime journey. It's a lifestyle. And it's, like I said, it's a new way of thinking. So here's where I am now, and I understand now that we only have the present moment. There are multiple realities existing in this present moment. That's why two different people can go through the same situation, but experience different realities of the same situation and different experiences and different perspectives. There's always different realities happening at the same time. And we can shift and step into a new reality at any moment by shifting in our mind and in our imagination. So if you're in an undesired state, you simply remove your attention and your energy and create the desired outcome in your mind, in your imagination, affirm new beliefs until they imprint in your subconscious mind, until they feel real for you, and then watch them play out in your external reality. And I'm telling you, I'm living this, and everything is happening now. And so I'm very intentional about what I give my time, my energy, and my attention to. And really, I just have to shift. And things that are undesired, I take my attention away from them. But then also, I've been playing with my imagination a lot more, like I did when I was a little girl. You remember when you were a little girl and or a little boy or a little kid, whatever, and you played with your imagination and you pretended to be Batman or a beauty queen or a princess or Superman, whatever it was. And it felt so real in your imagination. And of course, you didn't become Aquaman, but that's the same kind of pretend that you do, but you make it real in your mind, in your imagination, because those beliefs, those desires that you have in your heart, and you believe them to be true, will imprint in your subconscious mind. So instead of telling yourself, I'm not loved, or I'm not wanted, or I'm not worthy, you affirm the opposite and you start telling yourself and believe and assume a new reality about yourself, that you're always loved, that you're always worthy, that you're always wanted, that you're always chosen, that you're first best, that you're successful, that you're creative, that whatever it is, that wherever it is, that everything always works out for you. Everything always works out for you, that the universe is rigged in your favor. And so start affirming and believing new things. And I've been able in situations where I'm feeling like a negative, when I'm in a negative situation or I'm reacting to my external reality, I will literally get up, go to the restroom, and get in a new state and tell myself, okay, I'm going to walk out there as a confident, secure person who only engages in positive, uplifting conversations. I come back out and it's like everything, the energy of the room has shifted, and the people that I engage with and the type of conversations that I have. I've been using revision and going back into old stories and just re-scripting them in my mind, revising them to fit my wish fulfilled, my desired outcome. And it relieves that baggage that we're holding on to, because most of us are on default bringing our past into our present and staying in a loop in that hamster wheel of old patterns, and we're constantly in that cycle of negativity. Really, a belief is just a thought that you keep having over and over. Abraham Hicks says it. Neville affirms this as well. Change your beliefs. First and foremost, what you believe about yourself. That comes with self-concept. Believe new things about yourself, that you're worthy, that you're loved, that you're important, that you matter, that you're capable, that you're trustworthy. Learn to trust yourself and believe in yourself. Stop asking everybody for their opinion and go within. Go within. That power is within you, that God within. You create your reality. So tell yourself new things, believe them, assume them, make them so real in your mind. And I promise you, it's only a matter of time before the shadow world, the 3D world, reflects it in your reality. Try it with things that aren't so big or don't seem so big at first. I think when I started this, I thought, okay, well, let me test it. And so I started with things that I didn't have a lot of resistance around. Minimal things like people love to give me flowers. People are always giving me flowers. And then I saw myself getting flowers, receiving flowers, smelling flowers. I did the climbing a ladder test that Neville talks about. And it shows up. And here's something that I'm going to suggest and advise, that before you go to bed, your last thoughts and imagining should not be on worry or fear. They should be on creating the dreams and the outcomes that you want. Go to the place where you have your desire. Go to the place where you are the ideal version of you, who has your ideal life, living whatever you want to live out, and create it in your mind before you fall asleep. That's when your subconscious mind is opened and you're able to imprint on it. And you wake up in the morning feeling better about yourself, but you will align with those things in your life. Don't worry about the how. Just focus on believing and assuming new things in your mind, and always go in your mind. You're the cause, the outside world is the effect. It has changed my life tremendously. I first and foremost, what I see and notice is people treat you better all around, everywhere you go. Things tend to solve themselves. I take a step back and I'm like, okay, don't react. You can solve this. And first, I go in my mind, in my imagination, think of the ideal outcome, and then just allow things to take their natural course, and they resolve themselves without force, without struggle. I affirm new beliefs about myself, about the people around me. If I want people to show up differently, I affirm and believe new things about them. In my mind, I see them as how I would like to see them, the ideal version of them that I would love to see in my life. And then people that I really just don't resonate with, I don't wish them bad. I just release them from my life, take my energy and my attention, and see them slowly disappear out of my energy field. And Neville says this: don't worry about people or doing anything to people, because they will create their own reality and they will receive their just reward based on the beliefs that they have. Remember, we are always living the outcome of our beliefs. Our reality is an amalgamation of the beliefs that we have. So when we change our beliefs and we assume new things about people and situations, then we will create new realities in our life. And that goes for everybody, and also how people show up in your life, because you really do get to decide how people show up in your life. You get to create a new reality, and you get to say what is real for you and true for you. And lately, I've been on this, not in my reality. In my reality, that doesn't happen. I don't let people project in my reality. I get to decide what is true for me, what is real for me, and what I allow and align with in my life. And everything all around has just improved. So go ahead and try that. I'd love to hear your feedback or any techniques that you use as you've grown in your own manifesting journey and applying some of these spiritual universal laws. I'd love to get your feedback and anything else that you'd like to talk about. And then also, I have a couple of meditations, because one of the things that really changed me was meditating, reprogramming my subconscious mind. So I've created a couple of those, and I'd love to hear what you think about them. And yeah, just your feedback. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.